My name is Simone and I'm doing a postgraduate course at the University of Queensland, doing a PhD in science. So the bulk of my work is a research project. I'm working in the division of infectious diseases, and my project is actually based around an infectious skin disease caused by the parasitic mite scabies. So I've been working on that for about a year and a half now. My experience as an Indigenous postgraduate student at the University of Queensland has been predominantly administrative, but the level of support has been absolutely wonderful, and it's been certainly to the level that I've required. So they've never sort of been intrusive about the support. The door's always been open, that's for sure. So if I ever have any questions, I can usually ring a postgraduate coordinator or the vet school itself, or I've actually been able to get in touch with the Indigenous unit, and they've usually given me the information that I've required quite quickly, actually. Yeah. So it's been good. Any level of support is always useful because it's quite a minefield time while you're trying to navigate a lot of different new administrative and I guess mostly administrative against filling in grants and applying for scholarships and things like that. At the University of Queensland, my main support has come from the postgraduate coordinator at the School of Veterinary Science. Any questions I've ever had, no matter how silly they seem or how big or small, she's actually been really good in providing me with all the information that I've ever needed. I've also had a lot of support actually from outside of the University of Queensland. I've been very fortunate. The CRC for Aboriginal Health, which has now actually got a new name, has provided me with a lot of financial support because they have professional development and studentships or scholarships as well. And actually the Queensland Institute of Medical Research as well has also been very supportive. They have an education coordinator. She's always been very useful for answering a lot of questions that I have, because as a PhD you don't just do it with the university, you do it with the research body that you're with as well. So there's a lot of cross-talk that has to go on between the two. So I've been very fortunate in that the two main people I have to deal with, talk very easily with each other. I guess the first thing I would like to say for any Indigenous person who's embarking on postgraduate studies is congratulations, because it's actually a very big thing and a big deal to do. It's a massive commitment as well, not only of your time but also in your career as well. So it's a great stepping stone onto other things. Probably the biggest advice I would give is prepare as much as you can. You need to be the most willing and the most active participant in creating your own career. Nobody else will care about it as much as you do. So get involved, be proactive, get prepared, always keep abreast about what's going on as well. And that's probably the best advice I've ever been given, although I thought it was a bit lame but also a bit obvious at the time. It's actually very, very true. So on top of being exceptionally busy with your postgraduate studies, you will need to be actually looking all the time on different websites for information about anything and everything you want to be involved with that might actually advance your career, not now, not next year, but maybe even 2 years' time. So if there's somewhere you want to be in 2 years' time, start preparing to get there now. Is probably my biggest advice, so prepare.